My name is Mike, and I want to talk about why my wife and I decided to adopt two teenage boys or siblings. And we don't have to go look too back, or we don't have to go back far. My wife and I were wanting to have kids when we got married, but we found out early on we couldn't have any kids, and so we were focused on school, which I got done. My wife was great supporting us while I finished my bachelor's degree. But then a few years after getting into the field that I had studied, my wife and I had bought a house, and that was one of the conditions we'd kind of set up for when we wanted to adopt. And we attended an adoption seminar that a local adoption agency did on just the foster to adopt program. So we went to that, and we heard from two brothers that had been in foster care that were adopted. They were brothers only through adoption, so they were two young men that were adopted by the same family. And we heard their experiences in foster homes, and it was rather upsetting, the trauma they went through. And after that meeting, my wife and I vowed, yeah, we're going to do older kids, and we figured age 7 or older. And a few years later, we put in our application, and eventually got to adopting our boys, and I'll share that in a separate video. But one thing to be very clear when we went through this is we weren't looking to save someone. These kids had their life. They'd been in a lot of homes and stuff, but we weren't looking to save them. We weren't looking to take all the credit for what these kids had done and any successes they had. We were genuinely in it to